One of the coolest things about what I do is I get to try a bunch of gadgets and products, things like that. That's pretty obvious. I also love helping everybody out with making decisions on what they may buy, helping them learn about what some of the stuff that's out there they may not be aware of. The other part that is I really enjoy is I get to travel a little bit. I don't like to be gone a ton. I like to be around my family and home and in the country rather than some of the bigger cities, a lot of things I go to. But I like to visit and check it out and meet new people. I'm lucky enough that I get to go to Berlin, Germany for IFA. I'll put what that stands for up here. It's a long German word that I can't pronounce, so I'm not gonna try and butcher it. But recently they adopted the moniker of Innovation for All. So I get to go to Germany. It's a giant tech fest, and I thought I'd put together a kit of everything I'm traveling with for an international trip like this. I am an overpacker for sure. I want to be prepared. I want to make sure I have everything I might need. If somebody else needs something, I want to try and help them out if I can. So this is everything I'm going to be taking to my trip to Germany, I think. Stick around.
Okay, let's go.
All right, a lot of this stuff was sent to me for testing and review purposes. However, they're getting no input into this. A lot of this stuff I've had for years. Some of it I purchased, but no company is getting any input into what I will be taking with me on my trip or what I'm gonna say in this video. So with that out of the way, let's start the big thing, start the computer. So I am a PC user. PC and Chromebooks, I'm not a Mac user, never have been. I've tried and it's just not for me. So the computer I'm taking is the Honor MagicBook Pro 16. This was sent to me for testing after MWC 2024 Mobile World Congress. I was able to attend 2025 as well, and I'll put the link for that video up here if you're curious what that's about. That takes place in Barcelona. But this was sent to me for testing purposes from Honor when I went to the event back in 2024. I did a review on it on Windows Central. I'll put a link to that article in here or down in the comments so you can check that out if you're interested in it. So it's been really solid. It runs an Intel Core 7 Ultra processor and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060. It comes with 32 gigabytes of RAM. I'll put the spec list up here if you're curious about all that. But it's been solid. It's got a good display. The keyboard's all right. It's got some funky, it's kind of squished a little bit for me personally. And also the number pad off to the side, I'm glad it has it. It's kind of tough to use in my opinion. I got big clunky fingers and sometimes I struggle with that. So I'm taking the KYY double monitor setup. It gives me a triple monitor setup. So it's really cool. You kind of set it up behind the computer and it folds out and it's got dual monitors that plug into the side of the computer. And so because of the Honor PC has USB-C for power input and power output, it really helps because then I can run the entire monitor setup with just a single cord. So it gives me a triple monitor setup. I've become spoiled. I need to have multiple monitors because when I'm doing my editing, I want to make sure I have plenty of space to spread out, have my links and windows. It has to have everything. So I'll be taking that with me as well because I do have some editing to do for videos for you guys coming up. So I do have that. But because I said that I'm not a big fan of the keyboard on this laptop and I prefer to type on a different keyboard, I'm taking this with me as well. This is the ProtoArc travel set. Really cool with this is it comes with everything you could possibly need. It's got a really, really nice laptop stand here. It's adjustable. Put these out, get it set up with what you need for your height, what angle you want. That finger keeps slipping. There we go. So you set this up. It's really, really nice. Aluminum construction. Get it set up. You got flap these out. Your rubber stoppers here. So super compact. Works great. So this goes along with everything here. Got your cables in here, but it is a travel keyboard. I really like this. It's been super handy. Pops out here, full keyboard, number pad, full number pad, and everything you could need on that. It does have little feet that kind of pop out a little bit here to help you. So that's been really, really handy. I like that a lot. And it also comes with a wireless mouse as well. So I take this with me. So I have actual keyboard and mouse and number pad so I can do my work with me when I'm on the road. So that will go with us as well. So the triple monitor setup, we're gonna have the ProtoArc kit here to go with the Honor Magic Pro 16 laptop. So that's what we got for the work process. Now, for when it comes to recording, I've been using the, drop B-roll here as well because it's being used right now, the Hohem iSteady X3 SE gimbal. So I really like this. It's a nice steady handheld gimbal. It does a good job keeping things balanced. It's relatively compact. It folds down nice and neat. It comes in a little bag like this. It's got a little tripod. It could be a little better, but it's better than nothing that screws onto the bottom. But the part I really like about this is it has the remote that pops off. So it is right here. and it connects to it wirelessly, and you snap it back on there to keep it charged up. But from here, I can adjust the angle of the camera, I can start, stop, I can do a few different functions with it. So I really like this gimbal. I've been using it for a while, and that'll be going with me for sure. When it comes to the microphones, right here, I've been using the Hollyland Lark M2 kit. So it's really nice. It comes with this rechargeable kit, keeps the microphones in here, keeps them charged up, and it comes with 2 wireless mics as well as an adapter you can put onto a DSLR camera, which I don't use. I'm recording this, and most of my videos are recorded using the iPhone 13 Pro Max. But I'll be using that, and it comes with 2 adapters within it. So the wireless transmitter receiver part plugs in the bottom of the phone. So it comes with 2 of those. I have the Lightning set as well as the USB-C, because the 13 Pro Max was still running Lightning. That'll be going with me. However, I'm not going to be taking that phone with me on this trip for a few different reasons. But one of the reasons I'm not taking it is because, if you had seen, I do have the new Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. So I'll be taking it, but part of the reason I'm not taking the iPhone with me on this trip is because 1, I don't want to take any more phones than I have to, and 2, I've been enjoying the recording on this phone, and with this new phone, Google switched away in the US from having a physical SIM card slot. So now it's just an eSIM, which is what iPhone did back with the iPhone 14, and that's why I picked up the 13, because I didn't want to do that. However, I was forced to do that now, which is okay, going for it, we're in it now. So I'm not taking the 13 Pro Max because I just don't want to deal with the 4th phone, because yes, I'm taking 4 phones. Got to take the Google Pixel because I'm in the process of testing it. I've been enjoying it. I want to work on that a little bit more, as well as I need a foldable. And that foldable is going to be the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. So that'll be going to me. So I have a foldable and need a book style foldable for that larger screen if I'm doing some work, but also I'm still doing some camera testing on that. So if there's things you have questions on either of those phones, make sure you let me know. I got a camera comparison coming up between the Z Fold 7 as well as the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. But I'm also taking the OnePlus 13. I love this phone. I didn't get it until recently, but it's been great. I really enjoy OnePlus phones. The software is really nice. This phone is super fast. The cameras are really good on it. I'm not gonna say they're up to the level of the new Pixel 10 Pro XL, but they're really good, and I really enjoy that phone, so it had to go with me as well. So those are what I'm doing for phones. Wearables, I'm gonna be taking 2 watches. I'm gonna be taking the OnePlus Watch 3. That has been going with me, the full size. I did do the OnePlus Watch 3 43mm review is recently out. I'll put a link for that in here as well. But I'm going with the larger size. I want the better battery life on it. I just like the larger screen for me. But I'm also going to be taking the Amazfit Balance 2. Reviewed that as well, along with the OnePlus Watch 3, so make sure I'll have links for those if you're curious about my thoughts on those, and if you haven't seen anything about that. But this will be going with me because I love the watch, I love the look of it, and great software, super fast, but the battery life is incredible. So I need to have me a Wear OS watch. That's why this is the one that's going with me for the OnePlus Watch 3, but I'm taking a secondary watch just because I need to be prepared, taking the Amazfit Balance 2 with me. I will also be taking the Ultrahuman Air. This is a smart ring I've been testing for a while. Here's a little charger dock for it. But I'm gonna take that with me as well. I've really been enjoying it. I did the review for the Aura 4 with the Stelo glucose monitoring system, so I'll put a link for that as well. But I've been testing the Ultrahuman. I really like this ring. It's got some really cool features about it, and the way it integrates data and kind of reports that back to you, I really am enjoying. So I know there's some stuff going on with the smart ring world right now in the US, and Ultrahuman is wrapped up in that, but still like the ring. So that's what I'm taking in terms of phones and wearables. We've got the laptop out of the way. How am I gonna keep this stuff charged up? Gotta have power. That is one of the most important things, that I make sure I overpack on power. So I do this in 2 different phases. So I've obviously got a backpack that travels with me on the airplane that'll have a portable battery charger in it, as well as a wall charger and a few cables. And then I have extra stuff that will be going in my suitcase as well, just to keep the weight down on the backpack. But the wall charger that goes with me is this from Anker. This is the Anker 140 watt, name of these things gets kind of crazy sometimes. I'll put a link down below with the full name. This is the Anker charger, one of their newer chargers. It's got a display on here that tells you each port on it, because we've got 3 different USB-Cs and a USB-A port on it. This is all smart charging with their Qi 2 adaptability, as well as their smart charge systems. But this will go to 140 watts, so it puts out plenty of power to keep the laptop charged up, charge up all of my other devices. I forgot to bring it with me out here, but I'm also gonna be taking a tablet, and that's gonna be the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra. So that's gonna be going with me on this trip as well, and this keeps that charge up just wonderful. This thing's great. Love that charger. Cable wise, so I got plenty of USB-C cables. This is a braided cable from Ugreen that I really like. And Anker, one of their braided BioLite cables. So this is using recycled materials for this. I really like that. But because I'm bringing the OnePlus 13 as well as the OnePlus Watch 3, I'm gonna bring this with me. If you hadn't heard about this, OnePlus recently came out with this cable. This is a dual cable, and it is, they call it their OnePlus 2-in-1 SuperVOOC cable. So SuperVOOC is the proprietary charging system, I guess we'll call it that OnePlus uses. Charges phones super fast. This is going to go with me because it works great with the OnePlus phone, but if you notice in the middle, it's a 2-in-1 because this little guy here, so take this off, it's a watch charger. It's built right into it. So the OnePlus Watch 3 and OnePlus Watch 2 and OnePlus Watch 3 43mm all use a white magnetic charging puck that snaps onto the back, uses the pogo pins. Well, it's just built into the watch here, and surprisingly, the magnets on this charger thing are really good. So this snaps onto the watch. You don't take an additional charger with you. You have it all in one place. So I really, really like that. So that will be going with me for sure. Outside of that, the other power I'm going, because I'm going to another country that doesn't use the standard US plug style, I gotta be prepared for that. So for that, I'm taking this. This is another product from Anker. This is the Anker Nano Travel Adapter 5-in-1. It isn't a super high powered, it's a 20-watt adapter, but I don't really need that. It needs something to make sure it gives me power while I'm there. But I like this because it's got the different plugs, so I can plug it in. It does have US option on here, so I can plug it into a standard adapter as well as other international. We've got a bunch of plugs that slide those out. It's really great. So I love this charger. It gives me plenty of options, but I can plug it into a wall using the European plug, and then on the front, I've got a US plug. I can plug directly into that if I need to with my adapters. I've got 2 USB-A ports on the side and 2 USB-C. It's nice, slim, and compact. Really like that charger. That goes with me as well. Told you I'm over-prepared when it comes to power. This is the Charge Flow Mini Power Bank. 5,000 milliamp hour, little bitty guy. I really like this thing. It's pretty cool. It does have a little carrier here, and I'm not a big fan of getting it out of here because it's kind of tough, but it does also have a cable. So that little carabiner or little tab that you can hang on to is actually a charging cable, but it also has this guy here. So it folds off and you take your phone and you just plug it directly into it. So you can have a wired charging, which is charges faster than wireless, but you can have that as well and keep it out of the way. It's really, really handy. This is this little guy that slides in the pocket, stays out of the way. So that one goes with me on the trip too. This is vital. On long trips, I've got to have this charger. I love this charger. This is the Anker laptop charger, computer charger. I'm not a big fan of the name, but it is a 25,000 milliamp hour charger, 165 watt output. It has got a USB-A, USB-C plugs on the side, so you can charge it using USB-C. It also is an in-out port, so you can charge devices with it. It's got a nice big display on the front of it. It tells you your charge state, how long it's going to take to recharge it, tells you how much power is coming out of each of the ports on the side, as well as a retractable cable here. It's rated up to 20,000 retractions. So I love that's built in right there, as well as, so similar to the Charge right here, our handle is also a cable. So this is really neat. It kind of slides up and out, and you got a cable as well. So right here, you can charge 2 devices right from it with no cables, but you also have your 2 options right there to charge. You can also recharge this device using these cables. So this thing's great. I love this charger. It goes with me on all those trips. Lastly, last charger is this. This is an older charger. I've had this for a while, but this is the Momax IP108. Partially I've kept it just because it's really cool. I love the transparent look on the front of this. But it's a MagSafe charger, but because Google finally with Qi 2 and they're doing with the real Qi 2 with magnetic charging inside of it called Pixel Snap, MagSafe chargers work on this as well. So it's really nice. I could wirelessly snap this on the back, charge it up. It's got a little fold out kickstand here. So it's really handy. It's pretty versatile. It does also have a USB-C out and in, as well as a little button on here and LED lights on the bottom to check your charge state. That's really fun, cool, nice little compact charger. It goes with me. So that's what I have for the chargers and power on that side of things. This, not all these are gonna go in the backpack. This bag here is a little T-Mobile bag that came with the T-Mobile, if you remember a couple years ago, they did a T-Mobile luggage set, and I was lucky enough to get one of those, and that's one of the bags that goes with it. So I keep all my chargers in there. But as far as what's gonna go in my actual backpack on the plane, gotta take the big guy with me. It's a long flight, and it's probably all I'm gonna throw in my backpack. The rest will go into my check luggage, or my carry-on luggage that is going to go above the storage. For this, This is a bag. I've had this for quite a few years. I'm probably 5-6 years. It's got double zipper up top, got extra charger cords in here, USB-C cables, micro USB, because you never know you might need that. Of course, gotta be prepared. Lightning cable. Even though I'm not taking the iPhone with me, I'm gonna take this with me. Again, if somebody else needs help, I got them. Audio cable, I don't know, I gotta be prepared. This is the charger for this card I'm gonna show you here in a second. But over here we got a little zipper pouch. I keep a couple of knick-knack things in there, little USB-C to USB-A adapters and things like that, because again, gotta be prepared. Then the lower side, down here, this is going to be, I keep this with me. This is just a power strip basically, but it's an adapter. It's adapter converter, and it works with different power sources or different outputs and inputs. So depending on what country I am in their electrical system, this can still handle it and make sure it converts it to what works with US devices. In here also is the Anker. This is the Anker Prime 67 watt GaN international charger with European plug on it. It just folds up, folds down, but it's also got a USB-A and 2 USB-C. So this one goes with me. Just again, gotta be prepared, right? So when it comes to the content creation, I'm still new at this, as you guys can obviously tell, but I keep this with me. This is the SanDisk Extreme portable hard drive. This is a 2 terabyte drive. It's a SSD, but it is built tough, so it handles, it's not going to get messed up by magnets. It's not going to it handles drops and temperatures and things like that. Shock proof. Comes with a USB-C cable, a little USB-A to C adapter, and bought this case separately to keep it all together. Extra protection, because all my extra footage stays on that. I like this because it's got little Velcro dividers. You can keep everything in here nice and tight so things will slide around. Zip it up. Oh, up here, little pouch for this. Wired headphones, standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on it, because you never know on the airplane might need that. That is that setup. Where's our zippers? There we go. All right, this guy, handy, love that thing. So that's where we are for chargers and power, and adapters and things like that. Phones, audio. On the airplane, gotta have something to listen to. So I am taking the H2O Ripped Ultra headphones. Reviewed these previously, put a link for that up here as well. These are some great noise canceling over-the-ear headphones. They're super comfortable, good sound, good options as far as noise canceling and transparency modes. Great battery life. So these go with me on the trip as well. Got us some earbuds for when I don't want over the ears. And that will be, I'm taking 2 sets of earbuds. One pair is the Earfun Open Jump headphones. These are, reviewed these, put a link for that up here as well. These are go over the ear and just hook over the ear and don't actually go inside and do kind of bone conduction type thing and send the sound directly into your ear, so you don't have to plug your ear up so you can still hear what's going on around you. So I love those, especially when I'm traveling. Then I'm also taking these. These are the Pixel Buds Pro 2 earbuds. Taking these with me because taking the Pixel in another country, these are great to work together for translation and things like that, but also just have good sound and work great with the Pixel. So those will be going with me as well. This is the first time I'm taking this with me. I've traveled with a little bit, but I'm really diving in with it this year. And these are the XREAL Air Pro 2. Now, these are an older set. They've got a newer set. I have not got to use these yet. But this set is really nice. They're smart glasses, but they're more of a smart display glasses. So I can plug these up to my phone, plug them up to the tablet, and get a large screen right in front of me. These are great. I've traveled with these a few times. I haven't taken the last few trips, but this is a long trip and definitely need to take these with me. Nice case, USB-C cable in there to keep it all together. And I'm going to be taking this with me as well. This is the XREAL Beam. It has got a battery in its height of it. You can also keep it plugged up, but this allows me to directly control apps with having to have it plugged up to my phone. I can plug this into the headset and control the device from this and launch different apps like Netflix and things like that right off of that. You can also plug it directly and use it as an adapter through your Xbox. Plug the Xbox into this into your glasses, and play it that way. So that's really cool. This will be going with me for entertainment, as well as the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra tablet. That'll be going with me too. This is a really neat little device. This is from Peak Design. This is a MagSafe tripod you can set on there, and it just sticks onto it. It's adjustable, you can change its angles and things like that. I really like this thing. For times I need to record something and I don't have my gimbal with me or something, I can just slap it on this, set up, take my shot, and be done and over with. So this is really handy, and it folds up, really compact. Nice build, made out of aluminum, rubber back so it doesn't scratch your phone up. Comes a little sleeve here, keep it all together. Handy little gadget there. This is a simple little pouch. This came with, I've got a Dot business card. Dot is the brand, but it's a business card that's got NFC built into it as well as a QR code, and it links directly to a website that I can put all my contact info in, and then in one tap, whether it's a scan with an NFC or the QR code, if I want to share my information with somebody, they have it all right there. They can click and save it to their contact, but it also gives the option to hit share back, and then you can click and share, and gives you the option to share your contact back directly with me. So, but it came with a card that I keep in my normal wallet, but on business trips and long trips like this, I like to take something smaller like this because I don't want to carry my entire wallet, just some cash with me, ID and a card, and it fits nice in here and doesn't take up too much space in my pocket. Speaking of cards, so I mentioned before I had that charger for a card that I was going to show you, and that is this. This is the Mobvoi TicNote. So you may have seen Plaud, P-L-A-U-D, was one of the first ones out with a recorder card like this. And it's nice, I've got it as well, but I really like the TicNote. It does a few things that the Plaud doesn't or didn't. Some of the features have changed. They just released the Plaud Note Pro, which added a few new features to it. But one thing I like about this, it's got a little screen on the front of it, which all it's doing is telling you the battery state and lets you know if it's recording so you can visually see outside just a little blinking light. So it gives you a little more help with that. It also has modes on it, just like Plaud does. So when you have this in the MagSafe sleeve and attached to your phone, you can actually record phone calls while you're doing that. And you use the vibrations within the phone and earpiece to do that. But what I use this for the most is when I'm in meetings or need to keep track of notes or ideas or stuff like that. It does a fantastic job of recording it. It's got great pickup from a distance. I've been 10 feet away from the speaker at different conferences and it picks all that up. But what this thing does differently is when it connects to the app, it'll both transmit both your Bluetooth or its own little Wi-Fi hotspot for faster transfers. But it puts all that information in there and you get a transcript and it breaks it all by speakers, but it has an AI component to it and it can analyze the entire thing and break it down into bullet points for you, give you cliff notes. It can go through and do a mind map and breaks it through and how everything goes across the information was presented and how it connects. So it's super helpful breaking down information, dispelling it so it's easier to understand and kind of comprehend and then hopefully get it out to you guys more accurately. So this thing has been fantastic. Good battery life, awesome features. I love the Mobvoi TicNote. Great device there. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, on the luggage, this little guy here, I have not used this yet. I haven't had a trip since I got this to try it out, but this is the Scout travel device. So this is what will clips onto my bag. Comes with this little wire thing. This unscrews, goes around, wire, nice cable wire here to attach to my bag so it doesn't get broken off. But it's a bag tracker, and it works with, it's got NFC, but works with Apple's Find Me network. So this is really great. And I'm going to be checking a bag with such a long trip and long distance, and I've got all kinds of stuff going on. I want to make sure I don't lose my checked baggage, and this guy ties onto it and does a great job. Will keep all that for me. Last couple things here. This is a long video, but I got a lot of stuff and I know I'm taking way too much stuff and I can already probably hear you guys saying, why do you need all that junk? Because I over-prepared and don't need it, but I'm doing it anyways. This is a water bottle. I printed this water bottle using the Eufy Make UV resin printer. So I know I've been working on trying to get you guys a review for that, but I've run into some issues with my unit for a while now. I think I just got a pre-production unit, and since they're still working and finishing up getting backers from the Kickstarter out to everybody, there's a little bit of a delay, and that's all right, I understand. But this was a bottle that came with it, and I decided to do a little test on this and print this up. You know, threw some of my favorite things on here. Got a little K-State action with EMA, a little old school Shaggy Willie, got a little Kansas City Chiefs action going on. Found this cool Spider-Man Venom, I'm a big Venom fan. But of course, you know, I throw the Gadgets and Gravel logo up on it. This is a bottle that you actually get through Anker when you order one of their printers, and they have different accessory things like that you can buy to do printing on. This is one of those things. It's a really neat bottle. It's got a good handle on here. It's got a flip up drink spout. It's a really nice double walled stainless steel bottle. So that goes with me. Nice and handy water bottle. Take that with me, keep all hydrated and stuff. So we got that. Forgot to go on this one, man. This one's a good one. For entertainment, I'm sitting in the hotel. This has been coming with me for my last few trips. This is the Aruzen Zip Projector. Yes, this little guy here is a projector. So it's a zip because you're kind of a little Z shape there, but it's got a built-in battery. You can also plug it up and run it itself, but it's adjustable. It's got dual, two different light brightness modes. Now, is this going to be able to handle a bright day like this? No, but in a dimly lit room, it does a really good job. It's got a built-in speaker, but you can also connect it to Bluetooth speakers so you can have more sound come out of it. I love this little guy. This thing's so helpful. Plug it up, connect it wirelessly to my phone or my tablet to send stuff to it. So there's no apps built into it. It's basically just like you're casting to your TV. So you're gonna cast and send whatever information, whatever your streaming thing, YouTube or Netflix or whatever that's gonna be, to this, and then it projects up on the wall. Super handy. I love this guy. Compact, packs down, take it with me. That way, if I'm somewhere and I don't want to watch the TV or to stare at my tablet, put this up on the wall, works out nice. Oh, then we got this. So I have no idea. I've never been to Germany. No idea what to expect for weather there, but this is the Vornado Pebble. I reviewed this previously, a link to that video as well, but to travel, it's a little fan. So it's really cool. It's got this travel case, plugs up USB-C, and you can either lay it down, and it's got a rubber base here. You can lay it down, have it blow sideways. You can also set it up on this and adjust your angle, but I get hot easy. So this was in my summer survival video about devices that kind of help keep cool during the summer. So this is gonna go with me. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like, air conditioning situation, but I'm gonna have to have a fan with me, so that thing is for sure going on the trip. That, I believe, is it. The backpack. Oh, let me grab that for you guys. I don't have anything crazy. I've been looking for a backpack that I can take with me on all my trips. Until I find something better, this is what I'm taking. This is the Adventure Bag, an Adventure ADV3, number 3, NTURE. This was a company that was founded in partnership with Zane Lamprey. He's a comedian. I followed he's done a bunch of different TV shows, but he does a lot of travel. And this is the backpack that he developed. It's a really cool system. It actually is a smaller backpack that can clip and zip onto it, so you can take it off when you need to, but it's got a bunch of pockets in it. It's got a zip open bottom that actually is insulating cooler, so you can keep your beverages in there if you want. Some pockets on the side, bottle opener, storage. It does have a laptop sleeve in the back, a couple extra pockets inside. I like it's got the hidden pocket in the back to keep like passport and other documents like that in there, but that goes with me because it stores most of the stuff I need to take with me. But that is gonna be it. That's all that I'm taking with me. I say all, but it is a lot of stuff. If you have any question about these things, I'll try and answer them for you and get you as much information as I can, but I gotta see if I can get this stuff packed in my backpack. Oh, one last thing. These are gonna go with me. These are the Chimelo Prime sunglasses. So I've covered these previously as well. These go with me. I love these glasses, especially when I'm traveling. I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking around in and out of different buildings and different streets and shadows and lights. And so I don't have to be taking my glasses on and off. These I can automatically dim. I can dim with just a swipe of my finger here, make them brighter, make them darker, but they also, I can just tap the button on the side and the sensors within it will kind of help gauge the light and automatically adjust the dimness of the lights as I move through. So it's really nice. I don't have to mess with taking them on and off as I move through different places to make sure I can still see what's going on. All right, I think that's it. Let's wrap this thing up. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. Got lots of videos coming up. I'm gonna try and put together a video of a lot of the stuff that I come across while I'm in Germany. So if there's anything particularly you hear about and you want to see me cover, make sure you shoot me a message on, I'm on Threads, I'm on X. I got a Facebook page for Gadgets and Gravel now. So if you have any questions, I'll make sure I put all the links down below for all of my socials, and feel free to send me a message. If there's something you want to see, let me know. But thanks for sticking around. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Okay, let's go.